Have you ever had this brilliant, perfect idea for an image? You type it into an AI generator, and what you get back is just bizarre or kind of generic? Well, if that sounds familiar, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to turn that whole frustrating guessing game into a precise, powerful creative tool. It's time to unlock the secrets to turning your imagination into some seriously stunning digital art. Right? It's a question we've all asked ourselves. You've got this amazing picture in your head, but what shows up on the screen is, well, it's just not it. But here's the good news. The problem usually isn't the technology, it's the communication. I mean, this slide says it all, doesn't it? On the left, a vague prompt like a beautiful landscape gets you a pretty vague result. It's okay, I guess. But on the right, wow, those specific instructions create a breathtaking, intentional piece of art. The AI can make either one. The only difference is how clearly you tell it what you want. This right here is the key mindset shift you need to make. You're not just typing words into a box. You're the director. Think of the AI as your personal artist. It's unbelievably skilled, can do anything you ask, but it's completely literal. It can't read your mind, so it's hanging on every single word you give it. So how do we give those crystal clear instructions? Well, we start by building a really strong foundation. It turns out that every great prompt is built on 3 core components that you just can't skip. And here they are: the subject, the context, and the style. I want you to think of these as the 3 legs of a stool. If one is missing or even just a little weak, the whole thing just falls apart. They have to work together to guide the AI right to your vision. First up, the subject. This has to be the concrete, tangible hero of your image. You know, a fluffy cat, a rusty old robot, a vintage sports car. The AI is an absolute genius at rendering physical things, but it really struggles with abstract ideas. If you ask for something like happiness, you're going to get a total lottery of cliches. But if you ask for a child laughing while catching bubbles, now you're going to get a specific, emotional scene. Okay, next we need context. This is the where and the when of your picture. Is that vintage car cruising down a neon-drenched city street at midnight, or is it parked in a sun-drenched Italian vineyard? That's context. It's the atmosphere, the environment, that really brings your subject to life. And finally, we have style. Oh man, this is such a powerful tool. It dictates the entire look and feel of your image. Do you want something that looks like a hyper-realistic photograph? Or maybe a whimsical watercolor illustration? A gritty, cyberpunk digital painting? Specifying the style is like telling your artist exactly what medium to work in. So we've got our foundation: subject, context, and style. Now it's time to level up. The real magic, the stuff that makes your jaw drop, happens when we start adding layers of really specific detail. Just listen to the huge emotional jump here. A person reading, okay, it's an activity, but an elderly woman with silver hair and reading glasses absorbed in a leather-bound book beside a fireplace, that's a whole story. You can feel the warmth, right? That's a feeling. Specificity is what turns a simple description into something with real soul. So, how specific do you need to be? Here is a fantastic rule of thumb. Try to aim for at least 6 to 8 descriptive keywords in your prompt. This simple trick helps eliminate all that fuzzy ambiguity, and it forces the AI to really lock on to the precise details you're picturing, everything from textures and colors to the quality of the light. Okay, now we get to the really, really fun stuff. If you want to create images that look truly professional, the kind that make people ask, how did you do that? Then you need to start speaking the language of the pros. Let's dig into the techniques they use for that pinpoint control. You know what's a great hack? Borrowing terms from photography and cinematography. It gives the AI this incredibly powerful set of instructions. So instead of just saying, good lighting, try golden hour lighting. Instead of a portrait, get specific. Shot with an 85mm lens at f1.4. That one little phrase tells the AI everything, to create a tight, flattering portrait with that beautiful, blurry background that all the pros love. These technical terms give you a level of control that simple adjectives just can't touch. All right, we've covered a ton of theory, from the basic building blocks all the way to pro-level techniques. Now let's talk workflow. How do we actually put all this into practice and start thinking like a professional? First things first, let's look at what to avoid. These are the classic pitfalls: using abstract ideas as subjects, writing these super long, rambling prompts, using empty words like nice or beautiful, and forgetting about composition. But you know what the biggest mistake of all is? expecting to get a perfect image on your very first try. And that right there brings us to the most important part of any professional workflow. Prompt writing is not a one-and-done deal. It's a creative cycle. The absolute best creators treat every single generation as a stepping stone. It's a piece of feedback that helps them refine their instructions for the next attempt. Here's a simple, repeatable process you can start using right now. Start with your core concept, your subject, context, and style. Then, really look at what the AI gives you back. Analyze it. Then, just add one or two small, specific refinements to steer it closer to what you want. Maybe you add dramatic side lighting, or you change the color palette. Just repeat that little process, and you will be amazed at how fast you can zero in on that perfect image. And there you have it. That's the journey from a fuzzy idea to a stunning, specific work of art. And you see, this isn't really about mastering some complex software. It's about learning a new creative language. It's the language you need to talk to your own personal, infinitely skilled artist. The tools, the techniques, they're all yours now. You've got the framework, you've got the advanced vocabulary, and you've got the process to bring literally any idea to life. So the only question left is, what masterpiece are you going to create first?